We're in the Cell Culture Lab, and with me is Dr. Collins Jones, and you are the Biotechnology Coordinator for Montgomery College. Well, Dr. Jones, thanks for taking a couple minutes with us today for Campus Conversations.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm happy to be here.
First question, sort of a broad question. Let's go way back. We won't talk about how far back. You started in Tacoma Park as a chemistry professor, and then you moved up here to the Germantown campus. We've come a long way when it comes to innovation, especially in the biotechnology field, and here we are in this brand new, awesome Bioscience Education Center.
We have, actually. The Montgomery College has come a long way, especially this building is sort of the capstone for that. I'd like to say that we are probably one of the most, if not the most innovative community colleges in America today, because we have our biotech program here as well as our other excellent STEM programs, biology and chemistry. And we also have a life science park that's partly here in our Germantown Innovation Center, but also we are planning a life science park here on the campus to interface the college with the local biotech industry and spur economic development here in Montgomery County.
Okay, and we're in a pretty innovative lab here. Just, I guess, for a quick couple of seconds, tell us what's going on behind us and actually what goes on here in this lab.
Well, this lab is our cell culture lab, and here we are preparing students to enter the biotech workforce, and one of the key skills that you need to have to be successful in biotech is actually to grow cells and culture. So this is a lab that's dedicated specifically to that. So behind us we actually are growing cells in shake flasks. These are insect cells, which are one of the types of cells that companies use. Okay. Behind us on the other side are tissue culture hoods, there's incubators, and so this lab is specifically dedicated for cell culture.
That's pretty awesome. Now, we are in a pretty good spot when you're a student or if you're a professional. As we were talking before, we have bachelor's degree winners here. We have master's degree winners here. So you have students, you have returning students, and then you have professionals who can all take advantage of not only the equipment that we have here, but in the area that we are here in Germantown.
Exactly. The biotech program has put at least 300 people to work in the local biotech industry. And about 50% of our students actually have a bachelor's or a master's degree. We have 8 students actually who graduated from College Park this past year, taking our classes to prepare them for a job in the biotech industry. But in addition, we have state-of-the-art, actually amazing equipment here. I brought some friends up from the FDA the other night, and their mouths were dropping at what we have accessible here. So the students will actually learn on state-of-the-art equipment that even some of the smaller companies don't have, and we're looking for ways to partner with them to spur that innovation theme here in the county.
Talk a little bit about maybe a couple of things that somebody might not know that the students are doing here hands-on. I mean, we see a bunch of the pipettes, am I saying that right?
Yep.
So what are they actually doing? Maybe a couple of things that you can tell us that they're working on hands-on.
Hands-on, right now we have an immunology class, and actually for this week and the past couple of weeks, they've actually been purifying an antibody. And so this is again another thing that's common in the local biotech industry. In our intro immunology class, they're purifying antibodies at the bench scale, but when they take our biomanufacturing class, we're actually going to have cells make this antibody in bioreactors, and they're going to move into our protein purification suite and do a slightly larger scale purification, again using the same equipment that you would find at any of the local biotech companies.
Wow, and we have a little less than 2 minutes left, so I guess we'll send you off with this. What are 5 things that somebody should know about this building and about the biotechnology program here at Montgomery College?
I think this building is a state-of-the-art STEM building. I don't think there's any place that can match this, at least at the moment, in the state of Maryland in terms of the equipment and the faculty and just the facility itself. As to the biotech program, the things I'd like people to know about the program are, 1, we do prepare people for entry-level jobs in the local biotech industry. We work closely with the industry to do that. I have about 20 openings right now that I'm trying to find people for. We are a transfer program. We transfer to George Washington, to Stevenson, to Hood, hopefully to UMBC in the near future, so there are places for our students to go. If students do get a job and they want to continue their 4-year degree, the biotech company will pay their tuition for that through a master's degree. So they can leave with essentially little or no student debt. Again, a number of our students already have a 4-year degree or a master's degree. And lastly, we have scholarship money available to help students take classes with us. So
Well, that's a fantastic sell. I learned a lot in the 5 minutes that we've had here today in the Bioscience Education Center. So Dr. Jones, thanks for giving us some time today.